So yeah, hello. My name is Art. I'm co-founder of Artkai design agency. I founded this agency more than 6 years ago, and we started as a small design team, and we were designing different landing pages and marketing materials. But then we've grown and we started to design products and develop products as well. And today I will tell you about rapid prototyping. And at first I wanted to tell the theory of what is rapid prototyping, but then I realized that it's better to show once than to tell 100 times. And actually, I need to confess that, I don't know, at the beginning of my career, I was like a really talented designer. I know a lot about fonts, colors, composition, but I was pretty selfish, and I tried to express myself in every project and show how good I am in visual design, and I didn't care about business of my clients. But then I realized that I need to care more about the business part. So today I'm trying to, I don't know, to clean my karma and explain entrepreneurs why it's important to not only design fancy and good things, but to help business and create beautiful products with rapid prototyping and usability testings. And I will start with a case. It's Getsurance. We worked with this client in 2015, I guess. And we designed for them like amazing brand identity. You can see this logo, it's a cat. So they came to us and told that they building a revolutionary insurance tech company in Berlin, and they want to move everything online so people can insure their lives and online. And so they want to build something for youngsters, and they wanted to be different, not like all boring insurance company. So they asked us not to use any shields and other things. And so we came up with this idea. It's a cat because in Ukraine we have a myth that cat has 9 lives, and in Germany it's only 7. And yeah, and we designed this cat because he has this 9 life, and he's really can live a lot of for long. Yeah, and also we designed different funny illustrations like this one with different cases like fire or traumas or different cases. And the client was super happy with this design. They approved everything, and they really enjoyed the process of designing this cat. Then we started to design the website for their insurance company, and we built really amazing, stylish website. It was super progressive for 2015 with awesome fonts, colors, funny illustrations with cats, and stylish icons. And actually they raised, I don't remember exact amount, like $2 million or euros with this logo, and launched the website. But then they came back to us with the new logo. This is this new logo. It was quite unexpected, and it's boring and like just a random logo. And we were, I can say, a bit shocked. And then they told us, okay guys, you did amazing job, but can you help us? Can you make our website a bit uglier? and we didn't expect to hear this word from these guys because they were like hipster-like Berlin guys who in a trendy office with glasses and hoodies, and they were so non-conformistic, and they asked us to redesign the website and make it more uglier. So of course we helped our client. So they asked us to put bigger fonts and add a smiling guy on the homepage and add the big strange logos of local famous brands like Die Welt, Tag Spiegel, and all these companies. And they explained us that clients didn't want to register insurance on their website in their because they really didn't understand the website and the logo. They were sure that it is like a vet clinic or I don't know, some hipster co-working office. So and they didn't trust this website. And all the websites in Germany, they're pretty like insurance company websites. They're pretty standard and boring and ugly. So they have this huge logos. It means that this company trustworthy, and they have this image of smiling German guy and big fonts and big buttons. And now people, when see this website, they understand, oh, this is a website of insurance company. I can trust their life, my life to them. So, and we realized that our design didn't work, and it was amazing. And we had like, I don't know, not thousands, not hundreds, but tens of clients that told us that, oh, we love this cat, we love this website. Can you do something similar to us? This mascot is awesome. And so in our eyes, it was very successful project, but for the client, it was unsuccessful. They spent money and time to redesign logo and to redesign website. So how to avoid the same failure on your project? Actually, first of all, we spend a lot of time on illustrations and icons and all this website. But what we really should do, we need to design a quick prototype with maybe lo-fi images, lo-fi illustrations, and some random icons from a cheap icon set on some website, and just to test this website before launch it, and the logo type. And for example, we could do it with this 5-second test. So 5-second test is very like popular test, especially for websites. So there is some research by Google that people skip the website if it loads for too long, like for more than a couple minutes, or if user don't understand the message of the website, they skip it, they don't scroll down. So this test helps to identify that the website is really works. So participants are given 5 seconds to view the design. This test is based on usabilityhub.com website. I will share the link on this website in the end of the presentation. So participants we upload website homepage on this tool and show it to the potential clients. And we give them 5 seconds to view the design and ask simple questions like, what is the purpose of the page? What are the main elements you can recall? Who do you think the intent audience is? Did the design brand appear trustworthy? So when we ask these questions in 5 seconds, we understand if the website and logotype bring the right message and people trust this website. So it's really important to test your product before you launch it. Yeah. And the second case, it's also really famous. Maybe you know this case. So it's Ink Hunter. It's a application we did in our design agency and then collaborate with guys from another city and designed this application. So this application helps to try tattoo on your body in augmented reality in real time. So when we start to design this web application, we design an onboarding, and it was illustrations with 3 steps. So you need to draw a smile on your body and observe tattoo through your phone, through the application, and you can save and share your tattooed photo. So it was really simple, and we went out from the office with this simple onboarding that we designed like a couple minutes ago, and start to ask strangers on the street to help us test the application. And we gave them a simple task to find a tattoo they like and tell us how try on this tattoo on their hand. And we realized that people don't understand this onboarding because it's illustrations, and they don't understand, should they draw like a hand on their hand, or should they draw a smile somewhere in the air? So they didn't get this onboarding, really simple onboarding with 3 steps. And then we realized that images, illustration is not the option for this onboarding. Because it's quite innovative product and we need to show it in real life. So we redesigned onboarding, and we made a photo in our office. It was the hand of project manager, and she drew this smile on her hand, and we make a photo shoot, and we went to the street again and tested this onboarding. People tell us that it's working, and they understand what they need to do. So this was like first iteration of onboarding, and then we test different versions of the application and even upload 2 different applications on the App Store before decide which one is better, and really prototype very fast and test application like on just in Sketch or Figma, and it's prototyping tools. And in the end of the day, we received this outcome. So more than 100 honorable mentions in media, more than 10 million downloads now. It was best App Store app of 2017. It gets FWA award, is the most prestige award in the internet, something like Oscar in web. And so the question, how to repeat the success of Ink Hunter app? And I believe that there is like a 3 UX process constants that help you to repeat this success. So first one, it's early focus on users and tasks. So you need to define user characteristics and observe users doing their normal tasks. So we recommend to use Mira. It's a online collaborative whiteboard, and you can store all insights about the users there. So you need to understand who your users and what they need to do. Write down all hypotheses you have about your target audience, and select what is essential for business and what is not. Because we start to write down all information about the user, age, geography, how much they earn, and some behavior patterns. We try to brainstorm some hypotheses, and then we select what is really important for us. For example, this person spent more than 4 hours in browsing the internet, and this person is ready to spend $30 on entertainment in the internet. And then we need to define the core job, like this person wants to store their data in cloud, not on paper. And this is all the documents should be stored somewhere in some program. And this is like a core job. And then we need to understand how they can accomplish this task in other way. This is your competitors. For example, if we have this core job to store documents somewhere in the web, so we can think what other way they can store this data. And for example, it can be Dropbox or Google Drive or some task manager. So it depends, but this is your competitors. And the next step, it's iterative design. So you need to create a low commitment design. And what do I mean by low commitment? That you do not design by yourself, or you do not hire like a super talented designer, visual designer who design every icon, every button, but you're trying to sketch a prototype by your own on the paper, just to look at this, your idea, sketch on the paper, and think where you can find similar functionality, and create some reference base. For example, screenshot your competitors, or you can try find similar patterns in different products that close to your products. And you definitely should look on some guys like Google, Facebook, Amazon, Booking, because they test a lot their products and they have really good patterns in their products, so you can copy some. And after that, when you have screenshots of all your competitors and similar products, you can create some kind of Frankenstein made from screenshots of other websites and products in Figma, for example, and make it clickable. And I know it's hard to understand, so I showed the videos that Alex, our lead designer, recorded. It's a rapid prototyping in Figma. So he's write down his goal, upload a document, then he tried to understand like a basic tasks. So open a task, create a folder, open a folder, upload files. So yeah, all this prototype takes like, I don't know, 15 minutes, I guess. So this is speed up version. It's 2x faster. So Sasha created all these screens, and then he collected all the similar products and competitors, for example, and he tried to understand which patterns are good in this in different products. For example, this one is Asana, and he's copying information from Asana, and he just put a simple screenshot on the homepage. So he doesn't design the whole product from the scratch, because you don't need to invent the bicycle. And at this stage, you need to take a look at what other did and try to understand their experience. And this is your goal for first stage, just to build some kind of Frankenstein, a product that built from different screenshots of your competitors. And after you design this basic flow, of course, it's not very beautiful. There are different fonts and colors and margins, but truly say, not a lot of people understand design rules, and most of the people don't care about fonts and colors. on the first stage. They want to accomplish the task. That's why you can just make a Frankenstein and test your business hypothesis and validate if it works or not. So that's why we recommend you to make this rapid prototype, just to collect experience of your competitors, generate something new, and then you can try to modernize this experience and make something better than your competitors. So yeah, and in the end of the day, you will receive a clickable prototype in Figma. So it's really easy to accomplish this task in Figma. You just need to learn how to make a screenshot and paste it in Figma and then resize it. That's all. It's enough for this type of rapid prototyping. And then you need to learn how to link documents and screens, and this all. Yeah. So Sasha screenshotted, Alex screenshotted designs from different products like Google Drive, Dropbox, Finder from macOS, Asana, Notion. So we collected all these flows and create this prototype in 15 minutes. And then when you can go and test this product with your friends and families, and you will find some critical issues that you missed some drop down, or you forget to add open button or save button. So you will find this even with your friends and family. So this is like a basic test. And then you can go to the potential clients with this ugly user interface and give them a task to create a folder and upload a document. And you will understand that your prototype working well or bad. So yeah, and after you design this low commitment design, you need to test it and redesign for as many cycles as possible and test it with users as early as possible. And I recommend you to, on this stage, to do two things. First of all, it's read this book. It's Rob Fitzpatrick's The Mom Test. Because if you tell your mother the idea of your startup, she will definitely say that it's the best idea she's ever seen. And this book helps you to pass this test and tell your customers how to teach you how to tell your mama idea and pass this test. If and even your mama will tell you that it's a bad idea. Yeah, and also you can go and work with on Nielsen Group. It's I guess the best knowledge base about UX design in the world, and they have virtual UX conferences. And you can in December they will have a new one, and they will have this usability testing workshop. It's 1-day workshop, and they will teach you how to do this tests in simple way: plan, conduct, analyze the feedback. So this is I think the easiest way how you can build a prototype for your website or product. Just compile screenshots from other competitors and similar projects, and then test with your friends and family, and after that with potential clients. And also we have another option. It's you can work with us, and we can do pretty similar job, but we'll do it in another way. So there is an End Design library. It's a huge library with a lot of components, and we can build a product based on this library. It's not just only design library, but it's also an React library. So it's already pre-made components and pre-coded components. So, and we can design low fidelity prototype based on these elements. And for example, I can show you one of our case. It's startup from Scandinavia, and they build a platform for a tool that minimize bias in recruitment process and predict job performance of candidates. So first of all, we build for them a simple landing with simple illustrations and explaining the website. And also we build a platform based on this element. So actually our designers, Ksenia and Alex, they screenshotted elements from the Ant design library and created this more beautiful Frankenstein. And then they just give this screenshotted interface to our developer, and he built a proof of concept platform. So it was not only clickable, but it had some logic behind the platform. So it was platforms that worked, and our client showed it to potential clients, and they told, yeah, we like it, and he has now some contracts, and also he raised pretty big amount of money. I guess I don't know, I can say it, it's X5 at least, from sums that he spent. So he raised a lot of money with this product. And yeah, it was built very fast, like in months and a half, with 2 designers and a developer on board. And it showed that you can design this product like a proof of concept really fast, and it will be like a real product that help you to raise more money when you come to investor with even when you come to investor with clickable prototype. It's easier to explain your idea, and investors willing to invest more in your project. But when you show the proof of concept, it's a real product based on domain in web, and they can register and log in the system and try workflows. It's really help you to gain more investments and reduce risks, because it's I guess this is the best option to test with potential clients, because if they want to register in the system and they're ready to register and spend some time to work in the system, it shows that product is pretty well. So what I want to say is that design is a process, not the destination. And if you are not ashamed of the first version of your product, you implement it too late. So don't spend too much on beautiful logos, images, icons, fonts, and typography. Just copy. I can say even not copy, but steal design from your competitors and try to make better. And iterations are basis of the good design. So design, prototype, test, design, prototype, test. And this is a quote from Steve Jobs, and Steve Jobs said that it's quote of Picasso, that good artists copy, great artists steal. And it means that when you want to create a great product, you need to learn from those who came before you. And very few products in the world are truly original. So don't be shy to steal good patterns, design patterns from your clients and create this Frankenstein. You can create even paper prototypes and show to your friends and family and potential clients, and you will understand more about your product. So I hope I explained why it's important to create quick, rapid prototypes, some kind of Frankensteins, and test it with friends, family, and potential users. And you will use this in your future or current projects. And some useful links I will share a bit later them in the chat. So this is like Miro. I told you this online collaborative whiteboard platform where you can store all the data about your target audience and their needs and pains. Also, online design tool Figma, where you can gather all screenshots from your competitors and create some Frankenstein prototype to test it with your friends. And also, this is a 5-second test. It's a test for the testing homepage of your website, not only homepage, but your websites with remotely with users on usabilityhub.com. And of course, I recommend you to read this book, The Mom Test, how to talk to customers and learn if your business idea is good when everyone is lying to you. And usability test course on virtual UX conference by Nielsen Group. It's really useful one-day conference, and they will show you how to show you best practices and how to collect data from your users and improve your design. So I recommend you to read all these books, courses, and try all these amazing tools. Thank you for listening, and we are ready to answer your questions in the chat with Alex. Yeah, just a second. I will close my present. Okay, yeah, and if you want to connect with us, please write on hello@art.ai, and we'll consult you about your product, and we'll help to build some rapid prototype and test it with your potential target audience. Yeah, just a second. I will come back to the website and stop share. Yeah. So if you have any questions, please ask. I'm ready to answer. And yeah, as I promised, I will share the links in the in the chat. Just a second. Yep. Oops. Bad formatting. Yeah. Stanley, I see your question. Yeah. I guess you're asking about the book. Actually, no. I'm not familiar with his approach in the prototyping. But I will definitely read about this after the session. So I recommend you the easiest way to test your product is to define the core job and then create this rapid prototype, Frankenstein, and ask a user to complete this job. Like you need to buy a ticket, or you need to upload the file, and just give this task to the user, and look how he trying to accomplish. And I'm sure you will find some issues with the design that you can improve. Yeah, Mark, of course, we had some clients who came to us with products that wasn't working at all, or they had some big issues, and we worked with, we made an audit for a client from Spain. It was a huge fintech company. They were collecting loans from people, and it was collectors company, and they designed a web application with only one programmer, and he used mobile patterns in the web application, and in some place he forgot to add like close button or proceed button, and people couldn't use this application. It was really awful, and we did they spent I don't know, not maybe a year or so to design this product, and it wasn't working. So, and they asked us to make an audit and help them to improve these mistakes. So we did like a simple heuristic evaluation. It's also Nielsen Group methodics that help you to validate the interface, and we found this obvious mistakes, like people dead end flows, so people couldn't get to the next step, and it showed that they never test this product with their users, and they just built a very expensive solution. I believe it costs thousands of dollars, and it wasn't working. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Igor. So, yeah, entrepreneurship, it's always like we believe that every project, every idea, it's a hypothesis, and you need to check it and validate it. So one of our clients, he designed the platform that helps people to sell their car with no worries. So if you just publish your car on the marketplace, and the team of this marketplace come to your home and check the car and put the price on the car, and then when you sell the car, they take a keys and drive this car to a new owner. And it was really innovative and good idea, and we built this platform for this client, and then they realized that people don't trust marketplace, and they still want to sell the car by their own, but they switched their model to other companies who sell used cars, and this project became really successful in Sweden. So they started to sell car of these dealers. So yeah, sometimes there is a happy end, even when the people don't test their prototypes. So we have more than 10 designers in our team, and actually, it's a really good question. How do we recruit the talent? Because I'm not sure, maybe a year ago, or we started to recruit users in this way that I showed you. We ask potential employee to design a prototype of an application. We give a task that you need to create a delivery application. You have 1 hour, and they're doing this rapid prototyping online and tell us their thoughts and which methodologies they would use for this project and why they want to put this here and how they looking for reference. So we understand that this talent fits our company because they show their mindset and their expertise in 1.5 hours. They design the whole application in this rapid prototype approach. Yeah, so this is a really good question because we evaluate designers with this technique. And yeah, and I know that Google, Facebook do this as well. So this is really common practice to hire the talents. Just ask them to draw and show their approach. Yes, so if you don't have any questions, thank you for your attention. If you need any help with audit of your product, or you want to create some rapid prototype proof of concept, please don't be shy. Write us, we'll help you. Thank you. And have a nice day and next sessions. Bye bye.